Yo, 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 welcome in. Take notes, grab a pen. Welcome back to another episode of the Honorable Marvin Coop Show with the host, me, Chef Marv. No lie, I'm that guy. And I got my man, Jwilliii the third, Aundre the sports guy, and Jojo the legend. What's going on, fellas?
What's going on, my brother?
What's
Not much.
happening?
We'll talk about this Wrestlemania, man.
Yeah,
Man,
epic.
look,
Hold on,
I
hold on.
just want to say this, bro.
Let Dre
I,
start it off. This was
This
his.
is
This was his,
go
JoJo.
ahead, man.
Yeah, just gotta let him do what
Man,
he.
first and foremost, happy to be back on the show. Secondly, this is hands down my second favorite WrestleManias for me, and this is why I chose it. Strictly just because look at the card. You got the money interpromotional money in the bank ladder match. Then you got Shawn Michaels versus Vince McMahon in a no holds barred. And then of course the one match that I thought just really set the tone. Well, not set the tone, but like was a really good, exciting match was Edge and Mick Foley in the hardcore. I mean, you had all those, and then the triple threat. You see the background on JoJo. You then the WWE. You just had a good card, man, and it was exciting for me to rewatch again, remembering where I was, who I was with.
What was you gonna
Man,
say,
I ain't going.
JoJo?
Uh, before I talk about this pay-per-view, I do want to. I mean, everybody knows what happened in the news media lately, like the last 2 days. Everybody know what type of guy Hogan was. Like, I'm not excusing what he did in the past, but I do want to give my condolences out to his family and friends and all that. Like, it sucks. And like, don't get me wrong, he was a bad guy. I'm not taking up for him, but it sucks to his family. Like, you lose a loved one like that out of the blue.
Yeah.
And I just know the process is hard, but I do want to give my condolences out to everybody that's affected. But man, this pay-per-view right here, this is like the first WrestleMania I can like vividly remember. Like especially I remember when they did the tribute. This was like when I really like started remembering like
Yeah.
what was going on. I remember they did the tributes to Eddie. I remember when Ray got screwed out at No Mercy or No Way Out by Randy. I remember Ray was like, "Man, I ain't gonna never like, finish my story." They put my guy in the title match. I remember the John Cena and Triple H feud. This is like this Mania right here holds a special place in my heart because like I said, this is one of the pay-per-views that I actually remember like when I first started watching.
All right, enough with the sad story shit. Let's go. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. No, this was a good one, Dre. I ain't gonna lie. This was a good one. Probably another one where there wasn't really a bad match. And even RP to my man Vizra, the dark match. He won that little
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
my man
you
Big
did.
Viz, yeah. So all right. The first match was Kingdom Big Show versus I don't care what nobody say. Chris Masters was one of my dudes, man. He was a good
Yeah.
athletic wrestler. He was like I said, he was decent. I ain't gonna say he was like, oh man, Chris Masters on. I'm gonna go drop everything and watch his match type of dude. But he was somebody that was real interesting to watch. And him and this guy Carlito. But
you a Carlito hater?
yeah, I don't know.
You ain't
But
like Carlito, bro?
no, hell no.
Why?
Same reason you didn't like Edge.
Bro, bro, find the apple spin in the face, bro. You ain't think that was cool, bro?
Shit was garbage.
I ain't gonna lie. I used to think that theme song was hard back in the day
It
when I was.
was.
I ain't
It
say nothing
was.
about his theme song. The theme song was cool. It's just
The
I just
character.
yeah, I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it with
I
Carlito.
understand.
Bro,
I just did.
I remember that nigga stabbed Johnson in that nightclub and he was smacked down polite like a mug.
That was funny.
At a nightclub.
It
So what y'all think of this match right here?
was a match, bro. It was something else. This, bro, like this right here, bro. I was like, all right, bro, like y'all starting off like this? Like this match to me, bro, I'm gonna give this a four. Like I was not interested in this match at all, bro. And there's no hate to Chris Matthews, Carlito, Big Show. Kane, none of them guys, bro. But I just was not into it, bro. It just then it was 6 minutes and 45 seconds, bro. I felt like the
That
ladder
was
match should have kicked
longer.
the show off, bro. 100%. I just, bro, it just didn't work for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think honestly I gave it a five just because I was more so like on my phone and kind of going between that and the match.
Mm.
It wasn't really like eye catching for me. And and it made me remember too, like back then when the match first when I first ordered that pay-per-view, I was like, "Man, this shit's still not over yet." It was 6:45, but it felt longer low key.
Pause.
So thank you. Appreciate you. Edit that out.
I mean, to be honest with you, like kind of like what Jojo said, it was just to me, it was just like it was a match. Like it wasn't anything special, wasn't just bad. It just didn't feel like a WrestleMania match. Like you know how like 2, 3 episodes ago we talked about what was it, Batista versus Umaga, and it was like it's an okay match, but I ain't trying to see that at WrestleMania. This was one of
Right.
the type matches, and I feel like I kind of felt bad that way because it was for the World Tag Team titles, but
Yeah.
Hmm.
it
It
wasn't
should have been
anything.
on Raw.
Yeah, it wasn't anything crazy. Low key coming into the matchup, I kind of expected it, not because of like the talent in the ring, but Big Show and Kane. When you talk about like bigger wrestlers, sometimes, like I said, not everybody can work with them. So I really didn't know what to expect when I watched Chris Masters and Carlito because I didn't watch this pay per view before. This is actually my first time watching it. I just finished it like 2 hours ago. And then when I was watching this matchup, it just didn't feel right to me, and all along I feel like I was right. I'm gonna give this one like a 5.5. Like I said, nothing bad, but nothing just good either. It's a very forgettable match.
I don't know what y'all talking about. This match was ass.
I
Overly ass. And here's the funny part. I think JoJo texted me at the wrong time. JoJo was like, "Who picked WrestleMania 22?" And I said, "Dre." And I was with a mad look on my face because I think I was watching this match when you text me. And he was like, "Good one." I was like, "Are you watching what I'm watching?"
Bro, this the thing. When I had
I was
tested, bro, I was like, I think I was
I,
past the ladder match.
yeah, I was like, and then as this match ended, I was like, all right, it was a good one. Okay, cool. This match was just a basic tag
Marv
team
got
match.
flashback. Marv
It
got
was
flashbacks.
it was okay. Like I said, it wasn't nothing to put on a damn WrestleMania. Um,
I mean, I
the
get it,
fans
though.
the fans couldn't get into him. Everybody was booing Kane and Big Show, which expected, you know. And congratulations to the Big Show for winning his first WrestleMania match. An impressive 1-6. You suck. So let's just put
One and
that out there. Yeah, that was
Mhm.
his first one, bro.
You gotta be
Mhm.
joking.
I
This
am not
Nah,
joking, bro.
is
Look
Big
that
Show,
up. Look that up.
bro. This nigga
With
even lost to a sumo wrestler, bro, at
Yep.
WrestleMania,
exactly.
bro.
they
That's what
was
I'm
terrible.
saying.
Man,
He was 1-6. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Man, shoot. At least we got to listen to Kane theme song.
Yeah, got to listen to the game. That probably was the best out of the whole thing.
Oh
I give
And
this
the
a
flame return.
I'm a
my.
I'm gonna give this match a 4. 4 out of 10. That's bad. Like, you
Man,
know.
Jay Will, you were being nice. You said 5.5.
I feel like if this was like on a normal episode of Raw, I'd be pleased with it, but not right.
Not even that. It's just like
It just was slow
yeah,
pace,
it was
bro.
just a
It was
slow
Yeah.
not
pace.
good, bro.
This is
And
not.
and for a tornado tag match, you should have been like, come on now. You know.
And
Yeah,
then Marv watching that tag match was probably like showdown. Whatever pay-per-view it was that we picked all over
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I know some of these matches, but I just it's like Jay Will just said, you completely forget about this match because it was so ass. You know, I'm like, oh damn, I forgot Big Show and Kane was tag team at one point.
Bro, that was like a thing
Before
from
May
Because
19th.
yeah, because when you said 22, I was like, oh shit, Triple H, John Cena, okay. You know,
yeah.
Jay Will's boy, RVD. And then, you know, and then I'm like, oh shit, I forgot this ass match. But I mean, then they made up for it with the rest of these matches. And then I ain't gonna say I'm not gonna this may be a hot take. Probably not a single garbage match after this. So
I
they's
don't know,
like
bro. I don't know.
It was okay. We'll talk. Jojo.
I will say though,
I think I know which one JoJo talking about, but
I
we'll talk
know
about it.
which one he talking about because
I think I do too.
know what he
I
talking.
think I know too.
Man.
Get your pillows, but it's all good. Yeah. The next one though. Hey, Jay Will, you want to start this one off? Go ahead,
No,
Jay.
oh my
Well,
god.
let's.
Come on, John. What we waiting on?
Uh,
You don't
zero
have to if you
Jojo
want
been
to.
waiting for this day.
You don't have to if you want to.
0 out of 10. They picked the wrong winner. Should have been Finley. You know, I feel like he was way more,
What?
way more.
Finley.
RVD, a way better wrestler. Anything you want to talk about on mic skills, all that. You know, I feel like he's way better than. I'm just trolling. Please stop. All in all, I feel like this was a decent match. Well, it was a good match. Since we watched the last little Money in the Bank at WrestleMania,
Yeah.
I was thinking it was going to be on the same level as that one. I think I just came into like with way too high of expectations just because of how that one was. This was still a good Money in the Bank. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'll probably give it like a. I'm not going to give it two. I'm gonna say like a 7.5. But and that may be a hot take because I'm gonna have a lot more later on because Dre, some of these matches, I think y'all kind of overrated. But to me, it was cool. I feel like once you people like Jeff Hardy, excuse me, Matt Hardy, it's kind of just like some of these guys have like certain spots
Yeah.
and they kind of carry the match. Like I don't, how can I explain this? You know how guys like, okay, this is actually a good example because I just said his name. Guys like Jeff Hardy, the matches don't necessarily need to be just great, but if you can have like one or two memorable moments, then I can, it kind of carries on throughout that match. And I kind of felt that way about this, in my opinion. Like it had some great spots, but all in all, I don't think it was just the best, you know,
I get what he's saying.
best thing ever.
No, I don't. I think you just saying that because RBD won.
This is
Definitely
this is the
didn't.
thing.
I was
This is my thing, bro. Like I agree with John. I give it a 7.5, bro. I really think like I ain't gonna lie, that bump Ric Flair took off that ladder was nasty,
It
bro.
was.
This
It
nigga was
was.
like, what, 60 taking that?
I was,
Man,
I know that hurt.
bro, he was on the ground and just hollering. I'm like, bro, come on, bro. But I really wish Shelton Benjamin would have been a world champ.
Me too.
That's like the biggest thing I wish would have happened because Shelton was crazy in this match. This man was running off ladders, doing front flips. I'm like, nigga, did you take PEDs, nigga? Like, what are you doing?
Hey,
Like,
you
when I
could
say
have.
this brother was moving, bro.
Hey, you could have called him a cat at one point. The way he got on that ladder, bro. I was
When
like,
he
how did he do
jumped.
that? Yeah.
Bro, that brother was moving, bro. But I really like this match. I do think obviously the right person won. I'm not saying it just to be biased because like he went on and won the WWE title later on that year. So I mean you gotta consider that and the ECW championship. So yeah, I personally if RVD didn't win, I personally would have gave it to Shelton. Because this was like when Bobby Lashley started to rise too. So
Yeah, for me, I liked the match. It was cool seeing I feel like Shelton Benjamin. He also stole the show at Mania 21's Money in the Bank too, and then he did it again the following year. So I mean, Shelton Benjamin always put himself on the line during that match, and I feel like he always had majority of the highlights. Like that, Marv, you just mentioned it. That springboard on the ladder. I mean, to him it was probably easy, but if I were to do that, I feel like that would take me a little bit of time to get the hang of. So he was exciting. Ric Flair, man, I know his back was in shambles after that suplex. But certain superstars had good spots in this match. Matt Hardy, I feel like we've talked about that a lot. His leg drop, man. I mean that is some serious damage to the tailbone. You can see after every leg drop like how much it hurts. But end of the day, right winner, right person won. And by the way, Jwilliii, RVD is 3-0 at WrestleMania. Ain't that some shit?
Josh Allen, they just gave it to him.
Here, nigga, damn. Damn.
Josh Allen, man.
I'm gonna say this match is an 8 because it was followed up by a garbage match. But a 60-year-old Ric Flair in a Money in the Bank match is diabolical to me. But I'm not gonna lie, man. The athleticism of Benjamin and RVD in this match stole the show, bro.
Bro,
And don't get me wrong, Bobby Lashley, I felt like he was just trying to be nice here because I know he'll probably see this one day. This wasn't your type of match, in my opinion. Just to be honest, though. But he did his thing. He made the chemistry work with him. But all in all, like I said, I give it an 8. Rob Van Dam, like I said, later that year went on to probably have one of the best cash-ins I've ever seen too. To be honest with you, though. Not saying that to make it magic. Well, I'm just spitting some history though. He did. He didn't take advantage of nobody. He cashed it in, actually had a match, and won. So, just being real, homie.
I honestly thought that was at that time. I honestly thought like because Cena being champion and RVD being them both being a face. I thought,
Yeah.
oh well, this might be a RVD turn, but I was like, no, I was like that
But
in
this
in his
too,
old
though.
arena. Hell,
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Man, them niggas like around this time, bro. Them niggas was not fucking with Cena at all,
Pause.
bro. Like this
Right.
was like when Cena was like getting booed, like and it was
Yeah,
bad.
Um,
Good, man. But
this
I,
one, oh, go ahead, Jay. Let me follow.
I
They
was
just
say,
want that. They just wanted Cena to drop that shit. They ain't care who got it, bro.
to me, every time I watch these Money in the Bank matches as well, I always look like who's wrestling, and kind of like what y'all said. Did we really need Ric Flair in this match
No.
at age 60? Because his body already looked like scruffled up at that time. Like any bump he takes looks awkward. And then
Yeah.
even thinking about that, it also makes me feel like in like the early to mid 2000s, kind of seemed like Ric Flair was kind of over pushed. Like he was getting a lot of these like big matches, and you
He
could tell
was.
like he was, even though he was still a decent wrestler, I don't think he should have been pushed as heavily as he looked like he should have been. Like I don't really understand that.
I mean, like you said, in the modern day as it was back in the day when he was in this match, that chop only gonna get you so far.
Yeah.
And I was like, you got off the injury thing to come back just to chop people up. Like, okay. But like I said, that can only get you so far in the 2000s. But when he was wrestling, yeah, that was cool, but not 2000s era.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys notice anything odd about Ric Flair too? Did you catch it?
What he did.
He didn't bleed in this match.
Yeah,
You
he did.
could tap him on the head and he just start. I just noticed that.
Else, well,
Of
no,
course, he was out for like 5 minutes, so yeah.
That brother was on the ground in pain. He said, ah.
Right.
But I was dying.
Looked like your grandpa fell or some shit. I was like, damn.
He was probably thinking in his mind too, like, why the hell did I sign up for this shit?
for a
That's
second,
one thing
makes
I
you
can
feel like
say
he's
about Ric
actually in
Flair,
pain.
bro.
He was reacting.
That nigga was dedicated to the game, bro.
All right. Jojo, I think this is probably the match you was talking about.
It's not even this match.
I know.
No,
No, it's not. I know.
it's not this one. Oh, okay, cool.
No.
Well, this match was, I ain't gonna lie, this was not bad. JBL versus him.
Yeah.
So for the United States, I'm gonna say this. I don't care. This may be a hot take, and I don't care what people say. I hate what he did. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
But he was really a talented guy. Not gonna lie to y'all. I just really hate what he did, man. And the fact that I gotta do these shows without saying his name, it kind of kills me. Because I love Chris Benoit back in the day. But I just like I said, just hearing that news clip and reading all this shit and years later stuff coming out more and more about it, it just pisses me off a bit more. But I was like,
This the
damn.
thing with Benoit. You can even go as far as say he's like one of like top 5 in-ring talents ever. Like
Right.
that's how really good he is, bro. And it's just the fact like when you think of Chris Benoit, you think about what he did to his wife and child. And it sucks because like
Yeah.
Benoit is mentioned, and well, he's in a lot of iconic moments in WWE. You can't even mention him because he's there. This dude
Yeah.
entered the Rumble at #1 and he won it.
Right.
People don't talk about it. That triple threat match at Mania 20 with HBK, Triple H, and Benoit, people don't talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks. Like the moment after he won the world title at Mania, with Eddie in that ring with him and they hug, people don't talk about it. And it sucks because like he was a talented guy, and it's just the fact that he did that to his wife and kid, bro. And it hurts, bro. Because
Mm-hmm.
like imagine if he never did that, bro. We can still be praising his in-ring work. You know, obviously WWE is still be mentioning him, but like we can't do it no more. And he took a lot of good moments from us that we would never forget.
Mm-hmm.
He tarnished his legacy by doing what he did,
Yeah.
and it killed. Like Mars said, it does suck not to, because you see all these people put him in the games, and but
Mhm.
it just sucks, man. All those moments you just brought up, like I remember, but when you say that name, you don't think of that, and that's the sad
Yeah,
part.
Yeah.
man.
But my bad. Back on topic. My bad.
Good.
My ultimately though, the match itself, I like that match. Like you said, it wasn't a bad match. And then Jillian Hall as JBL's manager. I mean, JBL is the perfect heel. I mean, he praises about fighting Benoit, fighting him technically, and he uses the rope to win the match. And then Michael Cole's reaction to JBL was hilarious. Just the, oh yeah, you're a real tough man, huh? I was like, but I like the match, man. Cole, the announce team was really good in this too. JBL just a classic, just a good old fashioned heel, and then you got him who's just has excellent in ring work.
Man, this match right here is painfully average. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I honestly, I really didn't care who won this match, honestly. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it was just like this match could have been better, bro. Like it actually could have been better. Jillian Hall, I could not stand that motherfucker growing up. I'm sorry. Bro, her voice was so annoying, bro. All she could sing, bro. She used to piss me. And then on top of that, JBL, bro, outside of Edge, bro, bro, I despise JBL, bro. This nigga got on my nerves on SmackDown every Thursday and Friday. That man, this dude did some devious work when I was growing up, bro. And we thought Edge was bad, bro. This dude was devious, bro. He always cheated. This dude always got out of certain situations, bro. This dude hit Eddie Guerrero so hard in the head with a chair at Judgment Day. Like, what hasn't this dude done, bro? And like, I'm like looking at it now, bro. This dude was a great heel, bro. Like, he got us to hate him, bro. And that's all that matters, bro. But this match just wasn't it for me, bro. And it was like it wasn't garbage, but it wasn't good either, if you know what I'm saying. It was just right there, smack in the middle. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give this a 5.
Wait for Jay Will to come back, but I'll just go. It was a pretty good match in my opinion. You know, as an 11-minute match, it was decent. I didn't like JBL mocking Eddie Guerrero, and I didn't really expect for Chris Benoit to have a match, especially like the night before when he gave that match of that induction about Eddie. So it was like you said, Jojo, mediocre. I feel like it was just the battle of the dirty because they both can be dirty when they want to. Of course, JBL cheated, stole one, but you know, it was just one of those okay, next one
Mhm.
type deal. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It wasn't really nothing. Ooh, you know, like okay, it's JBL and Chris Benoit, so it
Yeah.
wasn't really,
And, and
But
and did y'all catch the headbutts like on when he was hit at the beginning of the match on the
oh
shoulder, on
yeah,
like on the neck area, and he just kept repeatedly doing it. And I'm thinking to myself,
mm,
like, bro, you don't need to do all that. Like your mental health, you kind of need that.
that's part of the business. That's part of the game.
Yeah, bro, the shots and headshots in the
Yeah.
spots that man was doing over the years. I'm like, God dang.
And real fast, I think Triple H had one of the coldest chair shots on him. He hit him square in the back of the head and hard. Pause. That was nasty.
Man, I remember one time this dude doled out the ring, bro, and landed square on his head on the announcing table. I was like, "Yep, that did it. That did it right there." I was like, "Bro, like it was crazy, bro. Like he landed like directly on top of his head, and like Taz and Cole was like, "Oh my God, oh my," and like they didn't make it any better. I'm like, damn, bro, he literally like. I was like, bro, it's no way this dude didn't break his neck, bro. It was nasty.
Yeah,
Yeah. You good.
I apologize. I was like listening to y'all, and I just saw like a waltz just like fly right through my face. I was like,
Damn.
but
Oof. So is that on camera? Like, I want to see that shit.
I know.
I was just like looking. I was like, oh god. But
I
anyway,
probably
I'm sorry that threw me off. Oh, Mississippi, man. It is what it is. I legit had to like move rooms because I went to go get the bug spray. I looked around, I couldn't find the wall, so I was like, all right, forget it. I'm gonna just come in my room.
Man, I sent them
Um,
for you, bro. You welcome.
but shut up. Yeah. Uh, I didn't hear y'all's rating on it, so I apologize. But the biased fan in me, I've always said like, growing up, I kind of just did not like JBL.
Yeah.
But it wasn't because like he was a bad wrestler. It's because he was just a really, really good heel. And when
Yeah.
you're a really, really good heel, when people don't like you for that reason, that means you're actually great at what you do. Um, I'm kind of happy for JBL because every time I feel like we've done a reaction on him, either the match was boo-boo, or he just ended up like losing. And this is like
That's
and I
crazy, bro.
always
Boo boo.
I mean, you gotta be honest. Or Dre laughed at me like a month ago for saying like Dookie water or whatever because it's basically the same thing.
Oh yeah,
Facts,
that's
yeah,
right.
facts.
But I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like this is a really good match. Um, the first three matches, honestly, Dre, because like, once again, I've never saw this WrestleMania until like today. Well, technically yesterday and leading up into today. Um, I think I've just had my expectations up way too high because the last time we did a WrestleMania was like what was that
The
20?
24.
Yeah, and that was an amazing WrestleMania. This was a good match, don't get me wrong, but out of these first three matches, that WrestleMania clears it for me. But all in all, just to focus on the match, really good match. Kind of like what you said about Chris Benoit that I've heard. Such a talented wrestler. It kind of sucks that that situation ended up happening.
Yeah.
Um, but once again, great match. I'll probably give it like a. I'm gonna also give this one a 7.5. Just
So
like really shocked over there.
yeah.
It's a match. It was something else.
Y'all didn't like this match? You didn't like this match?
Man, you know what I did, bro, doing this match, bro?
No,
Took a
don't.
bathroom break,
No, you
went to
can't
get
steal
some
my scene.
candy, and I came back. I was like, dang, this is over already. So I had to rewind back and saw what all happened, bro. It wasn't for me, brothers.
I like the match, bro. I think y'all a little bit tripping there.
No. Well, I'm
He's just
sitting down,
happy
so I can't be
JBL.
tripping.
like I said, it was
Just happy
good. It was
JBL
good. It
won.
just wasn't, I didn't. It was like
What was
one of
y'all's rating on it? Yeah.
5.
Dre, what you
Oh,
get this man? I forgot you gave it.
So I gave it a 7.
okay. I was about to say the lowest. I would give this like a 6,
I mean,
if that.
5.
I'm still giving it a 7.5.
not worth a rate, to be honest with you. My opinion. Just being real. I'm just being honest. Like I said, it was good. It was just like I think it was just one of the moments I'm just sitting there like I could have did some of those 11 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn,
Yeah.
you know.
That's why I said it was painfully
Yeah,
average.
it wasn't like eye popping or but like you said, it wasn't a bad match. It
Yeah.
was just something that
Wasn't
didn't
good.
interested me. As a WWE fan. But all right, Jay Will's back. He just had a wrestling match with a B. So we are
Uh,
on to the best match on the card. You know, the best guy ever, the hardcore match. Yes, sir.
That
The
was
GOAT Edge versus Mankind, Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, Dude Love, whatever you want to call him. Just put some respect
That
on
man
him.
was every
Hey, just put some
bro,
respect on him.
that match was insane, bro. That I mean, from start to finish, from the spearing the barbed wire. And honestly, I remember watching this match. I remembered an interview he did talking about that match in specific spots, and you can just see the pain in his face when he went through the thumbtacks. Oh dear
Mhm.
God! And then the screaming that he did when he got clocked with the barbed wire. And you got to realize, think about it. Mick Foley was wearing like he had clothes. Edge was just had the pants and boots. He had nothing else. So he got the
Their
barbed
skin.
wire bat. Yeah, he got all of that. From the spear off the apron through the flaming table, and from Lita, man, that low blow, bro. I know that the one that set it up for that spear. All in all, that match was really good, man, from start to finish. I mean, even the build up, and this is kind of where Mick Foley was. He was looking for. He never, had that moment. And Edge, man, he couldn't have chosen a better opponent to do that with, to create that magic with.
Not gonna lie, man. Y'all might call me crazy, bro, but this match right here, this what really took Edge off. Like it did. I really think Mick Foley played a huge part in both Randy and Edge's success because after this match, this was like when Edge was like really a part of the main event picture, bro. Mick Foley, why did you do it, bro? Why did you, Mick Foley, why did you do this, bro?
Oh, you gonna wait till I take a drink to
But all jokes aside, though, man, this is a 10 out of 10, bro. Like, I have no, bro, this match was phenomenal.
Yeah,
And
we
both of
know
these guys,
we know you don't have nothing to say about it. It's okay.
I'm gonna get you after this show over.
That's fine. Put some respect on it. 10 out of 10. You better have it. Go ahead, Jay.
I'm gonna be honest. I saw this match. I was watching it, and I saw Mick Foley come out. And the first thing that came through my mind, because it's a hardcore match, I'm like, this is gonna be some gruesome. If you know Mick Foley, I'm like, oh my God. So I had to like get myself like mentally prepared, and even then it was still kind of like I absolutely hate thumbtacks. Like on certain moves in WWE, I hate it. Like I cannot stand seeing somebody go through them and then it's like all on their arms or on their back and stuff like that. And that barbed wire hit, oh my goodness, bro. Like it makes you so uncomfortable watching it. Like I understand like that's kind of the point, but it's
Yeah.
like, man, you know. Sadly, I gotta give credit to your boy Edge. It was
What?
just
What? What?
sadly I have to give credit to your guy Edge. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I gotta find new people to do this show. Wait, go ahead. Go ahead.
But I was really impressed because I think wasn't Mick Foley a little bit old around this time period too? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mhm.
So for
Man.
him to like even still pull that off at that age, in my opinion, is good. I'm not gonna give it a 10. I'm gonna give it a 9. All because just because like I put 10 as like one of the best of all time. 9 being an extremely elite match. Et cetera, et cetera. So I can't give it a 10, but I definitely do feel like it's a 9. And no, I'm not giving it a 10 because it's Edge. It's a great, great match. Will I ever watch it again? It's gonna be tough too, but probably would.
Man.
And
Man.
don't forget, he had thumbtacks when in that interview, that part with the barbed wire when he got hit in the stomach. Remember when he fell to his knees and hands? He said he goes, you ever had thumbtacks in your kneecaps and palms? They don't feel good.
Man, that brother Mick Foley went through hell, bro. This dude missing half of an ear. He got thrown off a Hell in a Cell. He got
Threw it.
thrown in between the Hell in a Cell. This man went through a ring. This man, bro, like this dude, bro, Mick Foley should have stopped wrestling like 20 years ago, bro. But this man did it for the love of the game.
This is that workers' compensation check and just
Workers'
Right.
compensation.
And honestly, you can't. My bad, Marv. I just want to say you can't forget The one for me that really made me say like, yeah, you need to retire was when he fought Triple H in '99 and he back suplexed him and he ripped, like you said, went through the cell, then right through the ring. I was like, good Lord, man.
Man, this brother. And then he recently tried to wrestle again. The doctor told him, hell no.
Set
No,
himself
bro.
on fire in Japan.
That's
No,
crazy.
bro.
Hey, it's hard for some of these older wrestlers to get out of it though. I mean, you saw
Yeah.
Ric Flair
Yeah.
ain't technically retired until like last year because he's still
Right. Still went on.
I think it's honestly, I really don't even believe in like retirement in wrestling. The only person
Mhm.
I see that will never, ever, ever come back to professional wrestling is Batista. That's the only one I see. Other than that, I don't see nobody just like actually retired. Because like I said, this crazy nigga Mick Foley tried to come out of retirement, bro. And this dude, man, you better sit down somewhere, brother.
2006 was his last stand for sure.
Yeah. He was straight in TNA though.
well.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He was a world heavyweight champ too.
Hmm
I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. I don't care what you haters say.
I gave it a
Uh,
10 too.
Yeah, that was a 10.
hey, shh, quiet, quiet on the set. 10 out of 10. Oh yeah, I know you did hater, but you the edge shit still bothers me. So just please stop. So, like I said, I loved it. It was great action in this match. I loved the intensity that Edge showed, like off the bat with it. The barbed wire was cool, and the barbed wire around McFoley's waist to start of the match. That shit was dope.
Hmm
Um, Lita trying to interfere once again, busted her lip with the sock. It was pretty dope. I was like, good, somebody finally slapping this girl in the mouth. So, and the flaming table set it off for me too as well. But the one thing I did notice with this match too as well, it was master. It was like master done. If that makes any sense, it was a complete masterpiece. I love the way it was done, and the good thing about it is they were safe about it. They were safe
hmm
about it the whole match. And the other thing I noticed too, if y'all didn't notice, how much of a difference the TV 14 era was from like the TV PG era is now. I was like, damn, this would not be happening right now. So like I said, I give it a 10 out of 10. I loved it. Best match on the card to me so far.
Man,
So
the commentators too, though.
oh, the
They
commentary
could,
was
man,
crazy.
Joey
Joey Styles
Styles.
and Joey.
Yeah,
You
Joey
need to give my
Styles.
dog Joey Styles his flowers, bro. When he speared Mick Foley through that table, he said, "Right,
Great high pitched
that
fast
right
voice.
there, bro." Man, when he said that, bro, I felt like all types of chills and goosebumps going down my arm, bro. I was like, bro, I love it, bro. And then on top of that, I really like when Mick Foley put the barbed wire on his
Yeah,
hand for the that was some good that man.
crazy, crazy.
And then you had it was listening to Joey Styles like sound sarcastic toward Jerry Lawler when he was trying to set him on fire, and he was like, "He's trying to set him on fire." And he was like, "What do you think he was gonna do?" And he was like, "I was like, bro, everyone and their mama knew what he was about to do."
I wonder was Joey on SmackDown or was he on Raw? Because I
A
always
raw
like
commentator.
Raw.
Wow.
so are they so this WrestleMania they didn't include SmackDown.
Hmm Yeah, SmackDown. They were SmackDown. The
With
SmackDown
Taz and
guys
Cole.
would commentate their match, so it would be like Taz and Cole. But
uh,
Raw was Jim Ross,
But
Jerry, and Styles. Well,
no,
that they only used Joe Styles for that hardcore
Joey.
match, I think.
I
No,
was
Yeah,
Joey was
because
ECW, I think.
yeah,
Yeah,
ECW.
At the
But
time, he was ECW.
and
Cause
he
he,
also was filling in because Jim Ross, well, he was fired on TV, but in reality, he had surgery. He had to, and he was going to be out for a
hmm
few months, so he took over. And
okay.
then he had that infamous. I don't. He did such a good job, but that infamous shoot on Raw when he got sick
yeah.
of it, he goes, "Vince, you mock God." He mocks God. He was like, I don't. He did a hell of a job when he quit
Yeah.
Raw that one night
But I ain't gonna lie though, I thought Cole and JBL was a good commentating team too, though.
in '07, right? '07, right?
Yeah, there was I
yeah,
think
Batista and
JBL,
Undertaker.
Batista and Undertaker,
No, that's when he was commentating
oh yeah.
on SmackDown when they were feuding.
Yeah, because JBL, this is like when JBL won the US title, he got on the commentary team too.
I
I'm
forgot
gonna
it
be, I'm gonna be
was.
honest. Go ahead, Marvel Paul.
No, I was saying I forgot he was the commentator at one point in JBL. Shout out to JBL.
Man, for real, man. Man, just take me back to them days, bro. That SmackDown, bro. 7 o'clock on Thursdays and Fridays, bro. And you hear that SmackDown thing, bro. Man, you are already hyped, bro.
Real quick, too, before you move on, I know y'all remember, knowing what we know now, obviously back then, do y'all remember when JBL was the longest reigning WWE champion and we had to see that every single week, month after month? John Cena was literally our savior that year.
Man, John Cena said, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching
Yeah.
you.
What was you about to say, Jay Will? My fault.
No, you good. I was thinking like, Josiah, at first when Michael Cole came, like, as like the official commentator, at first I
Mhm.
really didn't like him, but I think it was more so looking back on it because, I was so like, hooked on Jim Ross, when we lost, Jim Ross for a little bit and then Michael Cole kind of stepped into the scene. It didn't feel the same. Like he kind of needed to grow on me, Paul. So like, as
Mhm.
the years gone on, like I've become to respect him more. He does is 100%. If anybody deserves their flowers in WWE, he's number one on my list because I feel like he doesn't get the credit that he deserves. He's been
Yes.
for almost like 30 years quietly. I feel like some people don't even know that.
Man, yes, bro. Man, I love Michael Cole, bro. I love Michael Cole, Jim Ross. I even go as far to give my flowers to the coach, bro. Because the coach was on the commentary team too. Man, but it's just something about Cole, bro. Like Michael Cole was like literally our childhood, if you think about it. Like when we was born, this nigga was commentating. To this day, he's still commentating, bro. Like,
Mhm.
man, I was with this dude when he did that heel run, bro. I hated it, by the way. But uh, but yeah, man, all the flowers and all the credit goes to Cole, man.
And he was a backstage reporter back in the late 90s when he started.
Hmm.
He was
Oh
young.
man, I remember them. The Rock to always make fun of him. Coach. Yeah, you got to get a coach and Michael Cole some flowers too.
Man,
They
yes,
they
bro.
deserve it too, bro.
Oh,
All
boy,
right, go to this waste of time match right here.
a zero.
And the freak show before the match was even worse.
War. Yeah.
Not even worth waste or rating. Waste of time. The most popular part of the match was the worms. Boogeyman's offense, I don't know, was weak. So yeah, not even gonna talk. I'm not even gonna talk about it. I'm gonna just if y'all want to talk about it, that's cool.
I
But
would
I'm gonna leave it
Zero.
alone.
love to talk about this just because I feel like the storyline for this was already like it was already like to me the storyline is what saved the match.
you take the show with this.
Look,
I'm gonna stay
I'm
right
not
here.
gonna say anything about the match. To me, it was like I already knew what the storyline was because I've seen it so many times. So it was just kind of like I now want to see like how it kind of all ends. And honestly, that's kind of what I expected. Was it a great match? Definitely not. But to me, it was comical, and I feel like that was entire feud in general. So I'm okay with the match. It's I'm not gonna say it's cool because the match was trash, but the
Said
storyline
the match
and
was
all that good stuff, man, it made it worthwhile, I guess.
Man, love Booker T, man. Man, shout out to that man because he liked my tweet on Twitter about a couple of months ago. Shout out to Book, man. But I love you, Book, but man, that match was spooky, brother. I mean, that's all I'm gonna say. I love you, man, but you spooky, brother.
The only reason I'm even giving this a one was Booker T's face during Boogeyman's entrance when he got in the ring, hiding behind Charmel crying. Outside of that, no, we can move on.
Oh, Booker T. Am I wrong for like I never like understood the boogeyman? Like I mess with the character, but like the in ring ability, I just never cared for him.
And
Like
you know who that was, J Will?
playing the character.
Yeah. He was a guy, an older dude who was on WWE Tough Enough. He lied about his age, if y'all remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lied about his age. He ended up playing the Boogeyman a couple years later.
Bro, that nigga was 40, bro.
Yeah. And
Around that time, bro.
Y'all remember when he came back for like that Royal Rumble match with Bray Wyatt?
yeah.
Man, man.
Move on. All right,
Yes.
let's move on. All right, Trish versus Mickey.
Oh, this is when Mickey too was
Was crazy.
crazy as hell.
Hey, but
But when
hey,
she
not gonna lie though, I love Mickey as a heel. I
Me
Yeah,
love
too.
she,
that shit,
yeah,
dog.
me too.
He didn't even feel like she was a heel during that match because I was low key trying to cheer for her.
I
No, you
was
don't know
too. I
why they
was.
cheer for her.
Yo, she was
At the
crazy.
end, they were low key like I think I get you, Jay Will. They were booing her on a couple punches. They'd be
I love.
boo, and I'm like, oh, I caught that. That was crazy.
This is like I don't know if y'all know this though, but like I know why they started cheering Mickey in this match, bro. Let's
Oh,
just
I think I know too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell y'all after the show what happened. I'm not we're gonna keep it PG a little bit. But she did something crazy, bro. She did something crazy. They just edited it out.
yeah, they did.
But this match
But
was
if you
good.
if you saw it live, then you know what we're talking
Then
about.
you know.
Y'all know what we're talking about.
But this match was good, bro. I'm gonna give it a 7. No, I'm gonna give it an 8, bro. I actually like this match, bro. Mickey, when you think of in-ring talent, like at this time with women, bro, you automatically think of like Trish Stratus, Lita, Mickey James. Like those are the three names that automatically just jumps out at you. For me, and
Victoria.
this was like Mickey first big mania moment. Like she
This was
actually
her first one. This was her
yeah,
first
and
one.
she actually beat Trish Stratus. Like nobody thought Mickey was gonna beat Trish Stratus.
Right.
And then for the fact that she went out and beat her, bro, man, this was really send Mickey into like stardom because like the fans got behind her. I think this was like Trish left the next year, I think, but it was this year she left.
I
Oh,
think it was
six.
a little next year.
Unforgiven was her last one.
Okay, so she left a couple of months after this then. So then they had somebody in the women's division to rally behind. But yeah, man, like this match at 8, bro. I liked it.
Yeah.
And what's crazy too is not only did they have a great match, but they also had a great build up to the match. Um, I remember watching Raw when she had Ashley in the middle of the ring, and I was like, "Oh shit, this got real." She is no longer playing no more. But and look at the in ring talent between the two as well for that time being. Like they really went out and they gave it their all.
I would also say too, Andre, because coming into this matchup, the way WWE treated women's matches back in the day, I was so scared that this is gonna be like a 3 minute little small fight and then they just kind of move on. I'm kind of happy that it was like a full on match and not just some of a here we'll play this and then go to commercial break and then we'll do all the other stuff. They actually gave, but I feel like both wrestlers their flowers. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10. Um, just because I was really pleased with how that match went and played out. I don't have any just like big takeaways. I don't think there was anything bad. Um, I'm kind of curious to see what Jojo was talking about because I was wondering like kind of like what y'all said, like she had the heel persona, but then they started cheering. I was kind of like thrown off or whatever. And I don't even want to get too deep into that because I know it's probably some like non-PG stuff. But that was a pretty good match. I'm kind of happy that they did give both their flowers.
Yeah,
I don't know how long that match went, but I feel like it was like 10 minutes if I had to guess.
9.
9.
Yeah, feel like it could have been a little longer though, low key.
An extra like 3 minutes maybe.
Mm. Both women. Both talented, both athletic, man. The way, like I said, this was Mickey's first WrestleMania, and the way she used Trish's finishing move to beat her was crazy.
Mhm.
But like I said, this was the rise of Mickey James right here. I'm gonna say this match is an 8 for sure, for sure. Because like I said, I love both of them, and like I said, this heel that Mickey was on, like when she first got here, was great. Then she became the good girl, the hero, the shero, or they would like to call women. But this was like the beginning. Like you get to catch her at the worst. You know what I mean? So I give it an 8 for sure, for sure.
Did catch her at her worst?
Like when she get to be the heel and stuff. Like before
Oh,
she became like the good person and all this other
The
stuff
good
like that.
girl,
So
yeah.
yeah, you know how like when they first get in the league, the NFL. Oh, excuse me, man, not
When they
NFL.
first debut.
When they first debut, you know how they are heel and stuff, right? Jwilliii. So that's why I was like, it was actually cool to see Mickey like that because a lot of fans don't remember her like this.
I don't remember her like
You
that. Like,
know, that's what I'm saying. So like, it was pretty like cool to see her like that. So shout out to Mickey. I love you, Mickey. I'm giving you
But
your flowers because you were definitely one of the greatest. You are on my list of WWE women of all time. So shout out to you, Mickey. You are definitely one of the great in ring performers I've ever seen. So
that's
love you, Mickey. Shout out to you and thank you for the great memories. Another one of my favorites, my man, one of my favorite wrestlers of all times, The Undertaker, taking on Mr. Henry.
but
And oh, my bad. Go ahead, Jojo.
now I just wanted to say the phenom.
Oh. uh honestly, for me, I gave this match 9 out of 10 for me just because it was just being there. I remember when that match, when I ordered the pay-per-view, as soon as his gong went off, bro, I was like, okay, everyone shut up. This is the match now for me. And just watching the Undertaker do what he was able to do back then was just insane. I mean, I'm talking about the suicide dive, not just over the rope, but over the casket and clearing both of them to get to Mark Henry. Shout out to Michael Cole. Year after year, the Undertaker is always giving us a memory to remember to keep. Just the match overall. And this is when Mark Henry too was starting to kind of get a little bit of a like a push because this is when he had taken Batista out. Sorry, Jojo, I know that bothers you sometimes, but that's what he took Batista
Okay.
out. He cost the Undertaker the world title on SmackDown against Kurt Angle. That splash through the table was insane.
Yeah.
But when that match, the match itself, I didn't expect it to move like super fast, just because Mark, how fast do you want Mark Henry to move? He is fast, but I mean they're both big guys, so I love the pace of the match for those two. It was a good match. The last ride was cool too, or power bomb.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Y'all finna hate me, bro. Love Mark Henry, love Undertaker, but this match right here was ass. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love Undertaker. I love Undertaker. Like, y'all just don't know how much I love Undertaker, bro. I really like this dude was my childhood as well. Like, the biggest part of this match was when he cleared the ropes. This match right here was not good, bro. I tried, bro. It's just, and then for Mark Henry to splash Undertaker, like this, and
Oh, that was funny.
then and it was funny because he had got mad. I was like, come on, gang. But like I said, I respect both of these guys, bro. The flowers go to both of them, bro. But this match was honestly one of the weakest ones, you know what I'm saying? Because this is like, oh, sis Undertaker was on a run. Like, he literally just put on like a banger with Kurt Angle on in No Way Out. So I was like, I was kind of disappointed when I watched this as a kid and now too. So it's like, damn, man. So I'm gonna get this like a 3 or 4.
uh, okay.
Go ahead,
Dang,
Jojo.
that's the lowest I've ever seen you give JoJo like a actual like lengthy match. That's
I mean,
crazy.
I gave Booker T match a 0, so
Yeah, but that don't count. That was like that was like a
I
real.
get it, yeah.
First of all, I would like to start off saying before I even get to that, the Undertaker, bro, he probably has like the second best like suicide dive in like WWE history, like outside of like Jeff Hardy. It's just because like for him to be like so tall and like still execute some of those moves like 06, 07, that's to me insane. Like I never understood like how he could just like fly off the ropes like that sometimes. Um, I was also confused at the time period because when I was reading the match card, I was like, okay, Mark Henry, and I was like, nothing against Mark Henry, but I think this was like at a time period where he never had that like heavy push that I could remember. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, Mark, but I just never seen Mark Henry in this type of limelight this early in his career. Honestly, if we're being like dead honest, since like the Hall of Pain. And that was even like early 2010s before he even got that little push. So I was kind of surprised. I looked at this match as they were trying to see if they could push Mark Henry even further. And because of how the match went, I don't think it ended up being like that for him. I'm gonna give the match. I'm not gonna give it a 3. I'm gonna give it like I can't say that. I'm gonna give it like a. You know what? I'm gonna give it like a 5. I wasn't as disappointed as y'all were. I'm gonna give it like a 5. Why are you?
The
Shut up, Martin.
there's something wrong with all of y'all. Not really. No, 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 no. I'm gonna take that back, Jay. You're just too damn nice. I think we need to work on that. We need to get some gangster in you. But as much as this is gonna pain me, I agree with Jojo. Probably be the only times I agree with JoJo, y'all. So
Don't get too comfortable.
yeah, don't get too comfortable. Don't sweat the technique. This was by far very disappointing, and for Undertaker match at his best seen WrestleMania,
Mhm.
the Tombstone was probably the highlight of the match. Of course, we know he's done that move millions of times. That weak ass last ride. I love the Taz air dead man when he went over the ropes, and that was just like a
Yeah.
little push. That was weak too, but it was Undertaker because he went over the ropes. But Henry just wasn't very good. And I think there's a reason why they skip over this match as one of the Undertaker's best match. I think that's why they skip over the past few years and all this other stuff. It's not talked about. And as Jay Will said earlier, you kind of forget about this match. Yeah, it's in the streak. Yeah, it's a W for the Undertaker. But it's like, oh, he beat Mark Henry at a casket match? You know, that type of deal. So sorry, Jay Will. 2.5. I did not like this match, bro. This was not it. And like I said, Undertaker, he's my favorite wrestler of all time, but wrong opponent. Just my opinion.
I
And
get it.
Yeah, and I get what you were saying too, Jake. Well, they probably was at this time. I did see them at pay-per-views trying to push Henry to be this and be that, but it just wasn't the right time. Wrong time. So,
And if Netflix can stop effing around and put all these damn episodes of Monday Night Raw and some extra and SmackDown on there, I can go back and rewatch everything.
I think they just putting SmackDown on Peacock though.
yeah.
Yeah, I know, but they still haven't even. They said they're going to update the Raw Vault monthly, and they haven't
Oh
touched
yeah.
that shit at all.
But Marv, I got a problem with you, man. Because you can't sit here and say that the Undertaker is your favorite wrestler of all time and not like the last ride, man.
Not
No, I
that
think he was
last
talking
ride.
about.
That one was whack.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I thought you were talking about the movie.
Nah, the move in general, I love that move, but it's just the
Oh,
fact that that was just weak, like you said with that Batista bomb on Umaga at the other WrestleMania. That
Mhm.
was, we know Mark Henry, a big dude, but don't sit here and try it if it's gonna look weak as hell like that. You know what I'm
It
saying?
looks better on smaller opponents.
or like normal,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I don't even count on no small opponents, man. I mean, anybody could pick up Lil Rey Mysterio and be like, oh, cool. But but just to be like, all right, that was weak as hell.
Hmm.
Just like that Batista palm, or excuse me, that drop on Umaga, that was just not it for me, bro. So, yeah, I never said that. I ain't never go
Okay.
disrespect the last guy, bro. Oh, hell no.
he was just talking about just in this
Just
match
on that one, yeah,
particularly.
just on that one. So you could take your problem back, brother. CJ Will thought he had me, y'all. Thought he had me.
Jay Will got all excited. He's like, "I got him finally!"
Oh yeah,
I gotta make sure because Undertaker, I don't play about the Undertaker, man.
I know you don't.
Man,
I know. I don't
man,
either.
I'll fight somebody over Undertaker, boy.
Who you telling? I'll be
Man,
Hey,
somebody had said Undertaker was overrated on Twitter. Man, I went to them Twitter comments so fast, boy, because you ain't been disrespect my dog like that. What's wrong
I
with
would.
you, boy?
I ain't gonna lie. I would have turned it to Karen. I would have reported that.
he went over.
I was like,
I ain't gonna lie,
report.
I did stuff like that before. I ain't gonna lie. Like when I see somebody talk bad about Cena or the Usos or the Rock or man, report. I do not play, bro.
Just a reminder, JoJo, the Usos are not the best tag team of all time. All right, we can move on.
Woo, okay, let's move on.
Get punched.
Let's move on. Let's move
This
on.
man said
Let's
report.
let's move on. And for whoever Don't report this episode because Jay Will said something stupid like that.
Exactly.
Nah, I'm just playing though. I kind of agree with that though. Mr. WrestleMania versus Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Um,
The
uh,
showstopper.
that I love the match personally, just because Sean deserved to have momentum for majority of that match. Because if y'all remember, leading up to that, month after month, night after night, Sean was getting his ass whooped. I mean, and it wasn't just by Vince; it was by the Spirit Squad, Vince and Shane, a handicap steel cage. So leading up to this, you already knew off the bat when you saw that on the card, it wasn't going to be your typical 5-star match that he had with Angle the year prior. Um, there was some really cool spots in this match. You had Sean not only delivering the DX sign, but then the elbow off the ladder through the table with the trash can over his head. And then my personal favorite, he blasted Vince with that steel chair, bro. He sent that shit flying. And then last but not least, the kendo stick shots to Shane. That shit was hilarious. He was, and then he did the little dance at the end. But once again, that right there was the handcuffs was another thing that the McMahons had used against Sean before the pay-per-view. So another plan they thought to use, and it just happened to backfire. But they had some good spots, and I'm happy Sean got that win.
Yeah.
Because it would have been a riot if Vince would have chose himself to win. But outside of that, great match. And real quick, Marv, I know you caught it, but this man really said before the match, God, I don't like you, and you don't like me. I was like, ha, okay.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Y'all might call me soft. Chat, y'all might call me soft too. Like, I don't like bringing my religious beliefs into stuff like
Yeah.
this because, like, I'm
Mm,
a follower of Christ.
yeah,
I was offended by this storyline, bro. Like, this storyline was not good. I hated it. And it's just the fact, like, Vince was so comfortable with going on TV and playing with God's name like that was even
yeah.
crazy. Like, don't get me wrong.
That was
I'm
insane.
glad. I'm glad Michaels won this match. I give this match an 8 out of 10. I loved it, but I hated this storyline, bro. Like, that's one thing I don't play about. I don't play about my Lord and Savior like that. And it's for him to go on TV and do that, man.
That was disrespectful.
That was disrespectful, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
And
But
oh, my bad, my bad.
but yeah, the match was good though. I'm glad Michaels got the win, but it was even crazier, bro. Like the next pay-per-view, bro. I might be wrong. This nigga ran Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon versus Shawn Michaels and God.
Yeah, backlash.
I did not know that.
Yes, bro. Like at this point, bro, I was like, bro, like this is not even funny, bro. Like it was not funny, bro. And like people find this storyline funny, bro. Is no.
No,
And the fact that he went to even Shane was looking at him like, what the? When he went to the church and took the holy water and did Triple H's thing, I was like, come on,
Yeah, man.
you
Like that
can't
was
be doing that. Leave him out of this.
yeah, that was out of pocket for real.
I was at my grandma's when that happened, and my grandparents were the same way, so they were like, turn that shit off, and I was like, oh, yeah, I was like, yeah, that didn't fly by no one.
I'm gonna say this. Ever since we started doing every these have probably convinced me of one thing I know for sure since we've been doing these episodes and even watching prior that I haven't been involved in. I gonna lie, Shawn Michaels, man, he may be like top 3 all time for me because some of these matches he makes them look good and what I feel like what it's supposed to be because I've never liked Vince as a wrestler. To me, he's just okay.
yeah.
It's you can just tell like he puts himself in these situations because TV and all that, whatever. But I mean, Shawn Michaels, man, he knows how to sell. He just knows how to do everything you want in a wrestler, and I feel like that's kind of what it showcased here. I think the only issue I had with the match was at times, like I said, it had a lot of moments, but there were sluggish moments at the time period, and I only say that because at the end of the match, I was kind of like, okay, probably need to come ahead and start wrapping it up because it felt like a long match. I don't know how many minutes it was, but at the
19.
end, it did start. You said how much?
19.
Yeah, it was pretty long, bro.
Yeah. So for that, it was still a great match. Don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna give it like a 7.5. When I say sluggish, that kind of just means that for it to be a long match, you have to keep me in it for the entire
Mhm.
match. And once again, certain spots, especially kind of like near the end, it kind of failed for me to, stay in tune with it. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 5 or 7.5, excuse me.
It's kind of hard to rate this match because it kind of like it was entertaining, but it obviously don't rate on the traditional scale to me. If that makes any sense. This was kind of like one of the things that it expected it to be. Of course, it's Shawn Michaels, Mr. WrestleMania. You're not gonna really steal a show from him. He wasn't gonna allow that to happen. But like I said before, it was an entertaining match, and it was like obviously suited to be like it kind of reminded me of the Shane and Vince match at a previous WrestleMania they had.
Oh yeah, 17.
But it was like I said, man, it was just too damn long. Pause. The 19 felt like 30. Pause. That elbow spot by Shawn was pretty great. I love that move, but I'm surprised we didn't see it on like the highlight reels more often. You know what I'm saying? So in that case, let me give this match a
You
I
said
can't,
6?
bro.
7.
What?
Oh,
Give it a
7.
7. Give it a
And
7.
did y'all catch Jim Ross when his headset went out? Well, a couple times. Jim Ross said, "Now hit him with it. Let's stick it straight up his ass." And I was like, "Yeah."
Mm.
Or the last one when Vince was giving the middle finger and he goes, "And Satan lives on." I was like, "Yo."
Man, I can't lie, bro. I cannot think of a bad Shawn Michaels WrestleMania match, bro. I can't, bro. Because I've been like, why I've been talking like John said, like if people have Shawn Michaels as the greatest WWE superstar of all time, bro, you can't even argue, bro. This dude is a high flyer. He's a
Mhm.
great in-ring technician. He got the charisma, he got the presentation, he got the mic skills. Like he can do it all. Like I've been literally been sitting here trying to think, dang, like. What is the worst Shawn Michaels match? Because like he had bangers with Undertaker. He had a good match with Benoit and Triple H. Y2J. This was a good match. Kurt Angle, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Razor Ramon. Like it's so hard to think like what match was bad at Mania that he's done, bro. Like that man is man,
No,
shout out to
no,
that man HBK, bro.
no. There's no bad WrestleMania match
I
from him
don't
at
think
all.
there is. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Would you go as far to say like pay-per-view? Because even when like watching these pay-per-views and stuff like that, it's like, dang,
I mean, there's a few
It's a
questionables other
couple.
pay-per-views, but not at WrestleMania. No, hell no. Mm-mm. Not at
oh,
WrestleMania.
Yeah,
But
they'll
pay-per-view
probably.
wise, there's some that's questionable. But then again, it's like you can't really say nothing bad about it because it's still
Mhm.
entertaining at the end of the day because he's gonna do what he do. You know what I mean? He gonna if he gotta bring out a ladder, he gonna do that. But
Damn.
shout out to Shawn Michaels though.
Man, Mr. WrestleMania, bro.
Damn. So you're telling me Shawn Michaels from WrestleMania 19 all the way to WrestleMania 26 had he never did have a bad match. I'm going through all his opponents. He really didn't.
Nope. Stone Cold
That
Steve
is
Austin was
oh,
a
and
good
then he
match too.
fought didn't he
What's
go
the
head
who? Wait,
toe
hold
to
on, Jojo.
toe?
What'd you say?
Shawn Michaels versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. That was a good match too.
Oh, I was about to say, I thought you said that was the best one. I was like, no.
No, I
That
ain't.
was a good
No.
I was about to say
Sean
we could
versus
debate that one now.
Sean versus John at Mania
That was a good
23.
match.
That was a
Yeah.
good one.
Oh, what about here that might get you. What about the or did you guys like the one at 24 against Rick?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a good match too.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I liked it too. I was just saying,
Yeah.
damn, even with Ric Flair, he put on a 5-star match.
Man, bro. Shout out my dog, Shawn Michaels, bro.
Yeah, man, performing when you need to the most. That's crazy.
but Dre, was that a 5-star match?
But what was
Here
the five-star
we
match?
go with this shit.
What's that
Here we go.
it
Wait,
was entertaining, but 5 stars a little like
I ain't gonna say 5 stars. It was entertaining, man.
what
it
was the
was.
five-star match? This match?
No, Ric Flair
No,
versus
Rick and
Shawn.
Sean.
I ain't gonna say all that, brother.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say all that either,
It was still a
but
good match. I'm just
Well, you
shocked.
got the gist of what I was saying.
Yeah,
no, I didn't. That's what I
I
was
get
like,
what he
five
trying to say,
stars.
but
I was like,
That's why he
five
ain't got no playoffs.
stars.
but it's
Yeah.
not better than Undertaker and Shawn though. I'm sorry, I don't think no that's not touching it, bro. No,
25, right? Not 25 or 26? 25, right? Or
25,
both?
25.
25, okay.
I think 25 is Shawn Michaels' greatest WrestleMania match,
You
bro.
know how many fucking reverse you reversed certain things that certain people didn't
All
reverse.
right. Move on. Move on.
This man.
Move on. 26 is arguable though. Come on, don't play
No,
this.
it's up there too, but what
I
I'm
was about to
saying is
say
25 is the greatest though
But
for
25
Shawn.
was, yeah.
26 is up there. Come on.
Yeah, that was
Y'all
25
tripping.
was, but
Y'all
I think 25 is definitely
hmm
the one. The one.
I can't take you seriously because you had Matt Hardy and Owen Hardy in your top 20. So
Bro, you gotta let me redo it. I was rushing myself.
oh boy. Mm-mm,
But
mm-mm.
no, you can't deny 25. That match was
I'm not
the
denying that. I'm
greatest.
just saying that 26 is
Yeah,
like
it's up there too
it
though.
can be some debatables. Like I told y'all before, if we in the courtroom, I have a case here. You know, just don't find me guilty yet. Don't sentence me to death just yet. I got an argument now.
You might call me crazy, bro, but
Mhm.
I think Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels match is probably top three with Shawn Michaels catalog, bro. I really love that match. That's a good
Oh,
one.
yeah, I would definitely say that's. I say top five, not top
That
three.
was a
Yeah,
that was a
that's fair.
brawl.
Is no.
But I can't even put that top three because you got to think of Razor and LaShawn and Mania in the ladder match. So,
Yeah, that's
Oh
true.
yeah,
That's
Mania
true. That's
10.
true.
hmm
And then they did another one at SummerSlam, correct? Months
I think
later.
uh,
so. Yeah, I think so.
yeah.
Damn.
I don't know what's next. Oh yeah.
Damn, Marv, it trips me out. I forget you really do for man. You've been through all these years of wrestling.
Yeah, I told y'all I'm like really.
Like you
I'm a
actually
fan.
no,
Like
like you actually watch it. You're not like the ones that like, oh, I only catch it if it's here and there, or I don't watch it
right.
because of what I know. Like you actually watched it
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
hour by hour.
I live this, you know. So just got to pay attention, you know, because you never know what the future could hold, you know. And now I'm sitting here reliving teenage years and early 20 years of these, you know. That's why I thought about this, and I was like, hey, do something like this. So
You remember where you were too and who you were with.
this one, I was actually by myself.
Oh, for this Mania
I was by myself, sitting
when
at home, chilling.
when pay-per-views back then were $59.99.
Oh yeah,
Man.
hey,
Direct TV.
Red TV, you know, or what they call it up north. It was a Adelphia. They had an Adelphia cable
hmm
back in the day, so it was pretty interesting. You know, all you got to do was click. You didn't really have to like call in like you used to do in the 90s. All you could do is just like find it on the guide and click on it and buy it. You know what I'm saying? They just added it to the bill. But yeah, Jay, well, I saw you look at me like that. You used to have to call and order this shit, like fights.
Yeah.
And you know, hey, and then if it don't show, like, damn, you know, it's
I ain't
just
gonna
like,
lie. That time period, like when I was younger, we couldn't afford the pay-per-view. So I only knew what happened like on that Monday
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
I knew what happened.
yeah, it was
Like,
Man.
just like,
like sometimes my dad will, like Google like at Sunday night, like he'll Google like see the winners or whatever, and then he'll tell us. And the other days it's just like you gotta wait till because it won't make sense just telling you what happened. It's just
Man, thank God for my grandma, boy, because I know her direct TV bill was high as a mud, bro. Because she got all the pay-per-views, bro.
yeah,
Every
it
Sunday,
was,
bro.
they
it
were so
was.
expensive though.
This man said every Sunday.
Man, bro, every time a pay-per-view was on air, bro, my grandma
Mhm.
got it. It doesn't matter if it was Backlash, Great American Bash, freaking No Way Out, No Mercy. She had all of them. And I was there in her house, all pay-per-views, man. You hear me?
uh isn't that
Shout out to JoJo's grandma, man.
for
Man, for
real?
real, man.
Excellent lady, excellent lady.
Cool.
Yeah, I think this was around the time
Is
where
this when high def was going crazy too at first?
2006. I don't think it was
Nah.
not like that. No,
No, okay.
2006. It wasn't like in there like that. Pause. I think damn, yeah, I think I do remember like ordering this and somebody was like, why is my bill? Like, why is it an extra $50 on my bill? I was like,
I don't know.
figure it out, you know? So yeah, I love this, man. It was doing these is definitely like, especially the ones I used to order back in the day. Because there were some ones I'm like, I regret ordering, like, damn, $60 wasted, you know? So but here's JoJo's match, y'all. Ray, Randy, and Kurt.
Yes. Bro, this match was 9 minutes, bro. That's crazy for a world title match, bro.
They could have took 10 minutes from that Shawn Michaels. I ain't gonna lie.
Yes, bro. I
Yeah.
do think that kind of like cut some of the time off of it too. Because
Yeah.
it was like, man, I closed my eyes, I blinked my eyes, and it
And the
was over.
match was over. Right.
And I'm seeing Ray, booyaka, booyaka, sis. I'm like, dang, that's it, bro. But this
Yeah.
match was good for it to be 9 minutes, bro. I'm giving this an 8. I really love the fact that Ray finished his story with winning for Eddie. Randy Orton was great. You know, Kurt is Kurt. That's all you can say about that man. He was Kurt, bro. So it was a heartfelt moment for Ray. You know, he was in tears with Dominic Mysterio, you know, future WWE great. His daughter, Vicky and Chavo coming out the stage, you know, comforting Ray. But it was such a heartfelt moment to see Ray win his first world title in WWE, man.
and for and seeing Dominic Mysterio now and back then to see him now is just absolutely insane. They just had a custody battle for that kid. Like that is some crazy shit, but it was cool. Let's not forget about that triple German suplex, bro. Ray flew. Ray Mysterio flew, bro. I was like, damn, they are tossing him around.
Man, that man, I'm gonna see his head on the top.
Bro, like but like you said, Kurt Angle, Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, those three just had really good chemistry for it being a 9 minute match. And they kicked it off fast. I mean, that match, they didn't have a choice. They're like, Vince probably told them, hey, get right to the action. And but no, that was a really good match. I like some of the spots that they did. Of course, Randy being Randy, just being the snake that he was back then. But overall, great match. I gave it a 9 for me. I really loved it. It was an elite match for me.
Man, Randy entrance, bro. That was gas, bro. Like, bro, back then, bro, seeing the little pyro showers coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, I miss that theme song so much, bro.
The current one is better though. Yeah.
I agree.
But I kind of feel like with Dre, honestly, because like, well, honestly, I mean not Dre, Josiah, excuse me, because I feel like for me, this was my favorite match mainly because like of what it meant to Ray at that time period for him to
Mhm.
win that
Yeah.
championship first one. Definitely a very like a tearjerker. Like it was really fun to watch. Um, yeah, it definitely could have took like a good 5-10 minutes off that previous match. But I really this was just a really great match to me, just because, like we said this many times before. Ray, this probably shouldn't have been Ray's first. I feel like he should have been had world title runs before this, but
Yeah.
for it to be on like the biggest stage, to me it just makes it like a perfect ending to all that. So, definitely very pleased with the match. I'm going to also give this one a 9 out of 10. Um, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. When they zoomed in on that Eddie Guerrero picture, man, your boy had to fast forward some, boy. I almost dropped some tears, bro. I'm like,
And
not
Mm.
gonna
when
get
that
me
theme
today.
song hit for me, man, it was like, dang, he really got it.
Yup.
Oh boy. My man, Rey Mysterio. And the fact that Randy punk ass called him a charity case at the beginning kind of pissed me
Bro.
off too.
Dude, like
But
this.
it was
Oh my God.
hold on. It was an awesome match. Don't get me wrong. My biggest complaint was that it was way too short, ridiculously short. This match, I mean, not Ray. I mean, this is like I said, Ray was perfect. Everybody all had chemistry, but it's just the fact that
Mm-hmm.
It was
Added
short.
5 more minutes, at least 5 more minutes. Come on now, for a world title match at a WrestleMania.
Yeah, bro.
And
Like,
I feel
dang.
like it still bothers me to this day that they treated a world title match like this at this type of event. And for it to be Ray's first one, a living legend like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and for
Yeah.
y'all the way, y'all treated him and then he was trying to put on for Eddie. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they could have done better. And I
Yeah.
think even Kurt Angle said years later that, come on, man, you gave us 9 minutes, like for real.
It
But
was oh
I'm
my
gonna
bad.
give no, you good, you good. I'm gonna give it just because Ray's first one and the chemistry was still dope. I'm gonna give it a 9.
That's fair. But it was just like when Batista got hurt, bro. Like I'm not like don't get me wrong, Kurt Angle value to that heavyweight championship was very valuable. It was
Yeah,
like, damn, like
yeah.
it was something like what rubbed me the wrong way about this feud, bro. Like, because Randy talked about it years later down the line. He was like, he didn't feel comfortable going out there and saying like like mind you, Eddie Guerrero had just freshly passed
Just
away,
fresh passed away.
and he
Yeah.
said something like Eddie's not in heaven, he's in hell. I was like, what was, bro? I was like, bro, what the mess,
Yeah.
bro? It was crazy, bro. But it was like, bro, you really had this nigga going live TV saying Eddie's in hell, bro? Like.
Yeah, bro. For that, I thought that was insane too, because he really and he said it like he
Yeah.
said it with his chest too when he said it. And the thing about that is, you know damn well that was who in the back saying, "Well, you're gonna do it. You don't have a choice."
Hmm.
Yeah.
And Randy probably at that time was like, "Well, I'm a young kid, so I'm not gonna tell my boss no."
And then another thing that made me mad was this was Kurt's last WrestleMania. And y'all did
Yep.
Yeah.
him like this too? Like, come on,
Hmm.
man. Like, damn.
And I even think too, Kurt years ago I had mentioned that like at that time he said his body was hurting still, but he said I
Hmm.
was still able to like go, and then he ended up signing with Jeff Jarrett's TNA a couple months later.
Yeah. All right. This ridiculous ass pillow fight. I'm gonna just say this real quick. And we know it wasn't really a match, but the crowd obviously hated it. And I'm gonna say this, and I said this years ago. I think it's a damn shame that Ray, Angle, and Orton only got a 10 minutes match while they gave this shit a total of 8 minutes.
Bro.
Counting, hold on. Counting intros, and it was done so poorly that the two ridiculously attractive women couldn't even make the crowd care. So I felt like this was just a waste of time. But shout out to
Uh,
Tori though. I still
yeah.
love Tori Wilson.
Legend.
She
Candy.
she's a legend too, but I'm just like y'all could have added this 8 to that. Like this could have been some like you could have just threw some pillows backstage. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just be honest with you
This
though.
the thing right here though, man. Like I'm not gonna even rate this because I said this on the WrestleMania 24 podcast. It's like it's a shame. Like, don't get me wrong, like it was like 5 or 6 year old me. Oh yeah, I'm loving that. But it's like now as I'm a grown man watching this, bro, I was like, it's disgusting that they use these women like this, bro. Like,
Mhm.
and it's just the fact, like, they did stuff like this because obviously with some perverts out there, bro.
It was. It
It was
was.
like, bro, like it's nasty, bro. And like women had came a long way. Like you got women main event in WrestleMania now, bro. You got women main event in pay-per-views now, bro. You got an all women pay-per-view now, bro.
You're right.
Like
You
they
have women competing in Hell in a Cell.
man, Hell in the Cells, hardcore matches, table matches, everything, bro. They came a long way, and I'm so thankful for like women like China and Mickey and Trish and
Mhm.
like they set the way for the younger women and for them to like to lead that horny freaky stuff over there and like actually like get into like actual pro wrestling, bro. I love it, man.
Mhm.
And honestly, if you really think about it too, my bad, Marvin, we can move on. I just want to
Thank
throw
you.
in I just want to throw in that when we talk about these ladies, about these women being in these hardcore type matches, Trish Stratus and Victoria set that tone in the Survivor Series '02 in that hardcore match for the women's title. So they really, like you said, it is so cool to finally see women be used for their athleticism and their in-ring talent.
To me, man, it was just like who liked watching stuff like that.
Everyone for sure went and got a beer during that match.
It's to me, it's just like, first of all, you don't need to put that on WrestleMania. I don't know why WWE
Exactly, bro.
not.
It could have been on Raw.
If anything, this could have been like a backstage segment, like an interview, something like that. We didn't need that. And if you're going to do that, you do not put that at that time slot. Like
Right.
we just got off the Rey Mysterio match, and then now you're putting this as like the second to last match of the WrestleMania. Like to me, that's just utterly crazy. If you're gonna
Yeah,
do something like that, do it at to be like the beginning of the show, like when people don't care, like the match that happens before the WrestleMania actually starts. You know, like how the ECW had the little battle royale before, the actual
Mhm.
WrestleMania. It could have been something like that. That was not
Right.
Hell, put this in front of John Cena and Triple H, bro.
exactly, and like right in between the Rey Mysterio match and the John Cena match. Like that's so disrespectful in my opinion.
And like Marv said, you could have easily taken those 8 minutes and given that to the World Heavyweight title match.
Yeah. And even if you need like a cool down match, you could have just had like two mid carders go off right there if you just wanted like to
Exactly.
calm it down before that main event. Like yeah.
So you didn't need to do all that.
It's just frustrating that they always keep trying to push this lame stuff, and they know it's lame too, but they keep trying to like push it in our face. And to me, it's like, bro, unless you're like 5 years old or you're just an extremely, extremely weird guy, we don't care
Mhm.
about that.
Yeah,
Not on
that shit was could have kept that for yourself.
Yeah, and thank God too for HHH now and the Rock now, just because they kind of know what they value the women. They don't treat them how like Vince would use them, and it's just they've just come a long way, like Jojo said, man. It's good to see that.
But Dre, what makes me mad is like they could have been some like talented like WWE
Oh
like
yeah,
that we didn't really get to see their full potential because of these BS storylines that they kept giving.
That wasn't even no storyline. Like it was literally no story behind that, bro. They just put that on there.
Man, they,
Waste of time.
A co-main event, bro. That's gonna
but
y'all do know in the record books, that's gonna be a co-main event for Mania 22, bro. And that could have been Ray and Orton and Angle, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. If I was Triple H putting these shows back on Netflix, I'm cutting some of that. I'm cutting that match out. I'm like, hey, that
Like
match
I
is
said, you could have put the dark match on for this. For real. That pillow fight could have been a dark match. I ain't gonna
It
lie to
really could
you.
and
have,
the
bro.
Viscera could have been that mid Carter, like
But then again, I mean, like I said, that Viscera, that over the top rope was kind of cuckoo boo, or Jay Will would say boo boo ass. And it's just the fact, like I said, they could have really cut minutes, added to the Triple H and John Cena and the Orton triple threat, and just make that back to back championships match for them.
I'll be right
You
back.
could have cut that pillow fight out.
Oh yeah.
That was just, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all. As the words of my man JC, we are spending too much damn time on this pillow fight. So, shall we move on?
right.
Shall we?
Yes.
Shall we? I mean, I understand. I wanted everybody to get a fair opinion on why this shouldn't have been here, but I'm like, yeah, too much time. Sorry about that. 3 minutes is enough. Pause. So let's get to this championship match, man. My man, Mr. Cena, and my man, Mr. Triple H. So since let who wants to start this one? Go ahead.
I'm just trying to let my boy John start off. Let John start off.
I was,
Well,
I was so like, I was still like really pissed about the previous conversation. I was about. I thought, I'm sorry, bro. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Let's just move.
I feel,
But you know what's crazy? I did research on this match as well, just because like I always like read or whatever. In Cena's like little. In first of all, I thought the interest this morning. I'm sorry,
oh yeah.
but one of the people in Cena's intro was CM Punk. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
A young Phil.
I
Yes,
thought that was.
sir.
I was like, what are you seeing Punk? And I like even like rewinding it. I didn't even like I couldn't even really tell or whatever. But the match was good. I feel like my favorite moment because I'm sorry, I'm a John Cena stan unless he's fighting Randy Orton. I'm sorry, it is what it is. Um, that the STF man to me it is no, I can't say the best. It's like a top five submission. I don't care what anybody says. When John Cena has you in that, it looks tough, man. And
Top five?
anytime he's top five, yes.
You mean top three?
Top three, I don't
You
know.
mean top two? Top two? Not even two?
I can't. I don't know if I can put it between Undertaker's finisher and Ric Flair's. That's
Oh, okay. We got to talk
even
about.
even
All right, we got to talk. But go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead. All right. All right.
that's crazy. To me, it's
That's
because John Cena to me is notorious. Is like extremely known for his big pops. Like when he gets that momentum, it's like the entire crowd just like explodes. And I feel like that was my favorite thing about the match was the crowd. It just felt so electric. I feel like everybody's kind of like on the edge of their seats.
yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna give this match. I'm gonna give this match also a 9. I loved it. Um, I just have no negatives. Triple H was really well. John Cena, they it's it's just certain wrestlers that you already know that's gonna work well together. To me, those are those two guys. I love this match.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give it.
Uh,
I,
man, I
to
ain't
me,
gonna lie, bro. Both of their entrances was gas, game.
Yeah.
it was
Both
corny.
of them was gas.
It was corny, man. I didn't like that. In my opinion, I didn't
Man,
like.
shut up. Shut up.
It
Shut
was
up.
corny. I'm sorry. It was so
Wait,
corny.
whose was corny?
John Cena's was definitely corny.
Shut up.
Really?
Yes, I didn't care
Did
for
you
it.
understand the concept of the intro? I mean, they had a video of it just in
He's
case you missed it.
small-minded, bro. Don't pay him no mind.
I
Pay
did.
him no
Like
mind.
Yeah.
Al Capone and the Valentine Massacre. It's in Chicago too, so that's what I'm saying. It was like the
He had
perfect
the little
thing.
Tommy gun. He started shooting it, man.
I'll
You
go.
can't tell me
I'll
that
even
was
go
gas.
as least to say that anytime John Cena tries to do something creative, with this thing, besides like the military salute thing, and one of those WrestleManias I can't remember. Any other ones were extremely corny when he tried to do something different in his theme. So I'm sorry.
Man, I'm gonna choke you in front of the police. Man, I can't believe you caught what? We
Yes,
gonna have to talk after this, man. But bro, I like both of their entrances. I love the match. I'm gonna give this a match of 9 too. I like how now what really ticked me off as a number one John Cena stan, bro. That them buffoons in the crowd was booing my guy Cena? What?
That's when the boos were starting to kind of,
Man, them boos was nasty,
because you
bro.
got to realize too, they were probably not all, but a select handful were probably a little irritated because you got to realize he had been WWE champion at that time for almost a year.
Hmm.
He
Man.
doesn't get he gets injured, I think, like in a couple more. No, he gets injured the following year, and he held that title all the way till then.
And then they cheered Triple H, bro. Bro,
Yeah,
y'all just don't know the anger I felt watching this match as a kid, bro. Y'all gonna boo my nigga Cena? Y'all gonna cheer this nigga? Y'all gonna cheer this nigga right here? This nigga here? Fresh out for Evolution Triple H, bro? Man, I ain't gonna
and
lie,
not to
bro.
mention he was in a tag team match a couple of days prior with Vince McMahon against John and Shane when they were handcuffed.
Bro, I was like, bro, but this match was really good, bro. And I really think the match could have been a little longer since it was the main event. So it's like, why not? But yeah, man, the right person won. What still bothers me that we never got a John Cena versus Randy Orton one-on-one match at Mania, bro. I'm sorry, bro. That bothers me low key.
honestly, they've had so many matches. To me, it's okay, but I know what you mean. But to me, it's fine. They've had a
Yeah,
lot
it's
of.
just a vibe of, you know what I'm saying? Like you had Hogan and Andre, you had Austin and Rock, I mean, obviously you got Cena and Triple H. You know those type of guys hit Mania, except for like,
But I feel like the Cena and Orton rivalry is way bigger than the Cena and Orton at a WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? The
I get
storyline
what you're
between
saying.
them two was insane. Probably like we said on that one show, Jojo, probably one of the greatest rivalry you'll ever see. But I feel
Mhm.
like the name itself, Randy Orton, you just think of damn. You think of all the matches that what's that shit? Last Man Standing.
Three stages of
These
hell.
stages of hell. You just think of all many matches, and on top of, and I get why they didn't do that in WrestleMania because you had so many ones that was good from, like you said, the bragging rights. The didn't they have one at Extreme Rules too?
I don't
Did
know.
they?
Not
Have one at
sure.
Extreme Rules? Yeah, they got so many damn matches, JoJo. Like you
Breaking
said,
Point.
the name itself, the rivalry itself, shit, that's stamped in WWE history for life.
Hmm.
But I get what you're saying too. But also, I talked to somebody else about that years ago too as well. That nah, man, the rivalry itself, they didn't need no damn WrestleMania match, man.
Yeah,
Them
them
two
niggas,
right there was just what you say,
Batman and Joker,
gas.
man, Batman and Joker, bro. Them niggas is like a real life
Yeah,
Batman and Joker, bro. Like it
they
was
did, and they
insane.
didn't they didn't need to kill each other because they needed each other. You know,
Shit, he
yeah,
killed his dad
that's
multiple
different though.
times.
Hey, that's different though. Gotta kill somebody close to you to bring you to me.
Yeah.
I get it though. But who still needs to review? Who still needs to review?
I've went. I think John went.
Dre,
I
you
don't know if
gotta.
Dre went.
Yeah, Dre gotta go.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
went.
You did?
Huh?
What you rate this match? I didn't even hear.
Rate. Oh, my bad. I thought you said review. No, I rated it. I gave it a 9.
Nah.
Yeah. And honestly, too, one thing I wanted to add into about that match, it was just you can just see the chemistry was already there.
Yeah.
Like this was nothing that like when it was first put on the card, everyone knew right off the bat like Triple H is no punk to this game, and John is neither is John. They're gonna mesh really well, and we've seen what there's some of their rivalries over the years too. Um, but it was just watching Triple H at the very end when he tapped out, when he was just fighting and trying his best not to. I was like, man, that's when Cena was really wrenching that STF too. I was like, yeah, man, let it go. It's done. Let it go.
Mm. Um, Despite what someone said down there, both intros was great. Very
Yeah, I don't know what Jay
creative.
Will was talking about.
Very
Oh yeah,
creative.
Yeah, man. On
Really,
that fraud.
but the only thing, like I said, it started off slow. But it got the last 7 minutes of this match was strong. And they picked up big time. A clean tap out. I was like, damn, a tap out? I thought like maybe this would end by pinfall. But a tap, I was surprised, but I was pleased as well. But it was, in my opinion, a non-star match. Not gonna lie to you. Both the chemistry was there, as I always say. It's never a dull moment with Triple H and Cena. So just like we said about Orton and Cena, you can say the same about Triple H and Cena. But I give these two credits for it to be the main event. John Cena, always the underdog, but always strongly ruler, come out on top. Pause. I loved it, man. And when Triple H kicked out that FU, I'm like, damn, I don't want this nigga to win. And I just kind of like, I was like, damn, I don't want him to win. But it was when he, I ain't gonna lie, when he tapped out, I was like, yes. But
Man.
good guy won, right guy won. So
And
yeah,
what's funny too is Triple H after that WrestleMania for at least like a month,
yeah,
fans every night on Raw would chant when he would come out, "You tapped out." I'll be like, "Yo."
yeah. All right. Thoughts about this WrestleMania 22? Who wants to go?
Uh, Give it an 8, bro. I enjoyed this mania. I mean, you obviously had some stinkers and some disappointing matches, but you also had like some all-timers as well, such as, obviously the Bray winning his championship, Cena being Triple H to establishing himself as the face of the company. You had what else you had? But it's just
Now,
like it's a lot of stuff you can't hate about this pay-per-view, obviously outside of some of the matches, but yeah, I do want to give my flowers to Triple H, man. Triple H, Cena, Ray, Orton, Angle. Matter of fact, I'm giving my flowers to everybody involved in this pay-per-view, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Well, except for one person. But yeah, man, 8 out of 10, bro.
to me, I'm gonna give it a 7.5. What really saved it for me was the Ray and Cena match. Because to me, it was kind of up in the air, in my opinion. The Money in the Bank was a good match. JBL match, I like that. The Undertaker Mark Henry one was just such a
Man,
I wanted that match to be good, but it just didn't deliver, man. And I feel like if that match would have delivered it, I'd be like, we'd be talking like 8.5 range. But for that to not deliver, in my opinion, it kind of just sucks. Like we talked about the little Divas thing, whatever. The Divas match was good, at least the championship match. But all in all, solid pay-per-view. I'd give it a 7.5. It's just some of these matches I either would have taken out or just did something different because some of it wasn't needed.
Me, I gave it an 8.
Woo. Let me give this pay-per-view a 6. Don't get me wrong, my man Edge, one of the best matches. The hardcore match was my favorite, of course. Undertaker, disappointment. Booker T, waste of time. Pillow fight, stupid as hell. And the tag team match was still boo-boo. So I felt like it was just more boo-boo matches than good matches, in my opinion. But like you said, the two championships, of course, the Divas Championship is good, and the hardcore. I feel like it was just, like I said, maybe a 5 and 4 type of deal. But I was like, yeah, this was disappointing. I was like, was not impressed. Like Jay Will said, I was like, oh, what am I watching here? Like you'll just be dazed, and all of a sudden, oh, I keep forgetting this is the WrestleMania we're watching here. So, like I said, it just wasn't impressive. Um, Last question is, where do y'all rate WrestleMania 22? Uh, with the WrestleManias, not like pay-per-views, but on the all-time list of WrestleManias, what would y'all rate WrestleMania
From
22?
like if I had to put it in a tier, I'll put it in the B tier. I don't think the Mania it was a good Mania. Like it was a good Mania, but like is it on the level of like WrestleMania? Like obviously like the recency bias of like WrestleMania 40 and WrestleMania and the other Manias down the line, no. But I don't think it was a terrible Mania, but I think it was pretty good, man. It's just like,
They could have had better stuff.
yeah,
So
basically.
what, like top 10, top 20, top 30? What?
I put it like top 15, honestly.
Top
Because I think
15?
it's better Manias out there.
Yeah, I agree.
To me, I can't. I don't want to like just straightforward answer your question just because I know I'm not gonna sit here and act like I've seen like just a lot of the WrestleManias. Like I said before, when I was younger, we literally just couldn't watch them just because. But if I had to like put this like on a tier, it'd probably like kind of what JoJo said. It'd be like on the like a mid to low second tier. Um,
Yeah.
like I said, it wasn't bad. But this wouldn't be something that I would look back and be like, let me watch this entire thing again necessarily.
Yeah.
Good for the moment, but I just don't know outside of like certain matches if I would just want to, do a deep dive into the entire thing again. But like I said, you can always get 10 for 10 WrestleManias. Sometimes you're going to get those matches. Sometimes you're not going to get the best pay-per-view you wanted. But all in all, it was still a good one.
I'm not gonna lie. I think if I do go back and watch it, like I'll go back and watch for like Edge and Mick Foley. I forgot to put that in my review. Cena and Triple H and obviously seeing Ray get his moment. That's why I'll go back to watch this Mania for stuff like that. But yeah, but I don't think like I said, I don't think it's terrible. It's good. It's a good Mania. It's just not top 5 or top 10 worthy. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah, no. Me, I think you kind of hit it on that. I forgot who said it, but I think definitely be like top 15 because like the manias after this, bro, are only going to get increasingly better. What's next? 23, and that was a really good. That was a solid one. But like I said, it wasn't terrible. It wasn't like WrestleMania 2 like that kind of. It just there were specific matches that were really really good, and then there's, in other words, long story short, forgettable matches. So I feel like it was like right in the middle.
Mark's picking up a hot take right now.
Marvis think he's cooking something up.
Looks like he wants to be nice, but he
Nah, y'all know me. My man Ragu say 1,000. I'll keep it 1,000 out here. Not top 10, not top 15, not even top 20.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. And I can say this without pulling. I can name 20 WrestleManias, man. And from recent ones this year, like I have a lot. I can pull 20 WrestleManias before this 22. But like I said, the classic match, the hardcore match is classic. The championships was great. And then, like you said, what else there is to talk about? You know, besides those three matches, what other moments in this pay-per-view can y'all really talk about?
Uh,
I mean, we got to see Boogeyman.
Shut up.
The fact that you had the nerve to really say that.
I guess I guess Undertaker continuing his streak. I mean, you obviously got to think of that. So
Yeah, but Jojo, here's the thing. Like I said, if we didn't do this right here, if we didn't do this
Mhm.
22, right? Would you bring up that casket, man? Like I
Nope.
said earlier, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, oh, I forgot there's a WrestleMania 22 casket match. We know that win is there, but it's like, yo, it's not eye-catching. And then on top of that, like uh we said with Shawn Michaels at the other WrestleManias, 25, 26. You had other ones too. That's what I'm saying. You had more WrestleManias than WrestleMania 22. So that's what I'm saying. Like I could really pull 20 WrestleManias before this one. And not the ones in the 90s either,
Right.
or the 80s.
Oh, you was going off the
I'm talking about,
2000,
yeah, I'm going off
2000.
all time. I'm going off all
Oh,
time. Like I just don't feel like this one is not even top 20 conversation
oh
for me.
yeah, no, 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 then no,
Yeah. So yeah, I'm talking about like WrestleManias all time.
yeah. But it's been I just seen a lot of worse manias than this though. But I agree with you now. Like I don't think it's
Yeah.
top 15.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 32 was one. That was Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't even remember that mania, bro. I'm sorry.
It's
I was in high school. That's when I was like almost done with wrestling. When
right.
and that when that happened, I was like, okay.
I
Yeah.
think I think the biggest WWE y'all got me fucked up now. I think it
Exactly.
was when Bray and Seth Rollins ended in a DQ and the Hell in a Cell. I was like, man, yeah, y'all got me fucked up, bro. And I kid you not, bro. I stopped watching WWE. The only
Right.
reason why I came back to watching wrestling, bro, was Roman Reigns, bro. And I put this on everything I loved. When he was the tribal chief, bro, and him and Jay Uso was whooping niggas on Raw, bro. He the reason why I came back to WWE. Man, because I had seen on Twitter, they was like, man, y'all need to take back in the SmackDown, bro. Because Roman Reigns doing his thing. Like, mind you, I'm still thinking he the big dog, bro.
Hmm.
I get back on SmackDown, bro. This nigga got veneers. Him and Jay going back and forth. They finna have a match at Clash of the Champions. I'm like, oh, okay. Let me sit up.
And what's
Wow.
fun, bro, that's the crazy thing too, Marv. I,
Hmm.
even you probably would have stopped watching wrestling for probably 3 months because even the announcer was like, wait, did he just get disqualified in a Hell in a Cell? Like,
Exactly.
how does that happen?
Well, I was
But
pissed.
it, I
We should
mean,
do
you can honestly sit here and be like, there's a reason why I quit watching this and that, but it's I'm like an idiot. I still show up and watch it, you know?
Man, I gave WWE three strikes, bro. Literally. Strike one was when Bray Wyatt got squashed by Goldberg. I was like, all right, yeah, kind of got me fucked up. Strike two, strike two was when Kofi lost to Brock in 8 seconds.
That was crazy.
Right, bruh. On a debut episode of SmackDown on Fox, bruh, they had this nigga lose like this, bruh. But strike three, a DQ in the Hell in the Cell. Like, yeah, bruh, I can't, bruh. And then that's when AEW started hitting the scene, bruh. I was like, man, I might as well watch them, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bruh. AEW had me hooked for a minute.
Still
Then
some.
they started going down. Then WWE started back cooking. I was like, hold up, let me go back to WWE. And now I'm going back and forth between both companies watching.
Yeah,
Mm.
they WWE needed a change, man, and thank God the change was made because now it's more bearable than ever before. From 2014 to 2018, I'll say. I mean, 2014 to 19, it was pretty bad. Then you also had Ronda Rousey throwing her little fits in between because she didn't get what she wanted.
You know, I don't think 2015 and 16 was that bad though. Like that's when Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff was in creative. I don't think Raw and SmackDown was bad then. But after that,
You're done with wrestling at one point when you only look forward to the promos and not the matches. That's
man,
how it was in 2014. I just want to see the fucking promos.
man, it got to a point so bad, bro. I wasn't even watching the fucking pay-per-views, bro. I was like, bro, they was like, bro, you gonna watch SmackDown? Bro, I don't give a fuck. I'm not watching that shit. I'm not watching it, bro.
So
No,
it was
bro.
so crazy to me, bro. Like with the Kofi Kingston and Brock Lesnar thing, I saw a stat the other day, and I had to just Google it real quick just to make sure it's true. But every black WWE champion lost their title to Brock Lesnar. You know how crazy that is? Like
Man, The Rock,
A little racist.
all,
Kofi,
all of
That's a little crazy.
Biggie,
That's a
Bobby
crazy one.
Lashley, man.
Bobby Lashley.
Lashley.
I was like, bro,
Every single black champion lost their
Brock
title.
Lesnar. That's crazy.
bro.
And
WWE.
we should do that though, Marv. Like maybe one day all of us get together this week or whenever everyone's free, and maybe do like a list of like our top 20 manias. Well, besides you, because you said you can already name your 20.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna have to do a lot of watch. I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't
I'm
gonna
gonna
lie,
have to
Jay.
do a
That's
lot.
gonna you'll have to get me in like 2 or 3 weeks because that's a lot.
Yeah, that's gonna be a
All
lot.
right, two, three,
Yeah,
okay.
that's a lot, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I mean,
Or if
God
not
damn,
top
I'm
20,
gonna
at
go.
least top. Or if not top 20, then maybe top 5.
nah. I mean, I said the hot take already. 20. I know I could
Bro,
go 20.
I'm still gonna have to go back and watch
Oh,
though.
you did
Like,
say that.
I'm gonna have to go back to like WrestleMania 1 with Hogan and
Oh
Ice-T.
God, no!
Bro,
Save your
man, I'm gonna have
soul.
to do some watching, boy.
Save your time. Me and Marv did that, and every episode was like, "Here we go."
Yeah,
Just
it's
so you're
just.
aware, Jojo, half of those matches end in countouts.
Okay,
Yeah, I
I'm
know,
not
right?
watching. Well, yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like I said, no disrespect to Hogan.
Yeah,
But
no,
rest
yeah,
in peace to him. It's just those was like the by far most boring WrestleManias I've seen. Now WrestleMania 7 is when it get interesting.
bro. When we hit Mania 7, Marv was like, "This is where it gets good."
Yeah, this is where like I think it stopped when me, Dre, and Ray was doing this. So yeah, okay. That sounds like a plan. We'll get together a few weeks from now because that's a
Yeah,
lot of
let me know.
watching.
Keep me informed.
That's
Oh
a lot of
yeah.
watching. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm like, damn. Because you got the Austin era too. Then you
Oh
got
shit!
like
Yeah.
the Triple H when he beat Y2J. You could probably count all the Shawn Michaels matches. And then um not gonna lie. 24, 25, 26, man. Triple
What's going
threats,
on?
back to back backs. You know what I mean? So damn. Even 23 could be arguably in there too.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. 26, bro.
26 was that's what I'm saying. 26 was
Eh,
dope. I love
yeah,
26. I'm not gonna lie to you. And
It was all right.
that's because of Undertaker and Shawn
Sean.
Michaels. They
I was
stole the
gonna
show.
say
They
it was
stole the
because it.
show.
I was gonna say, was it because of Jack Swagger?
Man, hell no.
Oh, hell no.
We
But
the
yeah,
people, man.
people.
Oh
Huh?
shit, and we have Batista and
Yeah.
John that year too.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think WrestleMania 27. I'm not watching that shit, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Hell
Undertaker almost
no.
died that night too.
It wasn't even that, bro. I'm just not watching that shit. That shit was garbage, bro.
And then the
Good
theme
grief,
song written in the stars.
Hey,
man.
I like that theme song. Come on, Jay.
Yeah, bro, it was cool, bro. Bro,
No,
I think the most iconic. We can do iconic moments
that's
too,
where I
though.
stopped the disrespect, Dre. We're not gonna.
I'm gonna end the show on that one, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Um, if you are to report this show, do it because of these little disrespectful motherfuckers. But thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. 2002 SummerSlam is still better than 2002 Survivor Series. So on that
No, it's
note,
not,
peace.
bro.